we could have easily set it still when it was written, which was Jacobean London. The comedies as written then, it's very difficult to us to receive all the comedy that those writers intended, because our references have changed and they're making slightly different jokes. We can't possibly have a hope in hell of making people understand that area of the comedy. So we had to do a bit of editing. There's so many jokes about contemporary things. I was also trying to find a time where we could set the play, which was we as an audience would be more in contact with. We would joke about the government, David Cameron, a reference to something that happened at a football match that everyone knew about last week. In other words, satire. It led us to the 1950s.
Well, we're setting it in the 1950s. That's a choice, and it's a great fun choice because we've never had it so good and all that. And that's a great place to put it.
It's a very clever setting for such a grubby play. It's great. It's perfect.
In talking to some of the academics yes, folks, I've talked to academics who knew a lot more than I did about it. That the play was a sort of post-war play, that the play was concerned and is concerned with the sort of status of women and how women and women's sexuality and how threatening that is and how the women are all coming up. There's also something really brilliant in the play, which is about the upper classes slightly slipping from their pedestal. And that was a time that, in the late 1950s, where that was happening in Britain as well. So it seemed like a great time to do it. Also, here's the bottom line. It's very, very stylish time, the 1950s. Brilliant costumes in the show, and also fantastic music. We knew there was music in the original piece. We know that, it's in the text. So we've got some 1950s jive in it, and I think there's lots of different types of entertainment in the play, and we are trying to get every one of those different types of entertainment onto the stage.